Welcome back to Island Dreams, the save where everything looks great and then it all comes crashing painfully down around you. And welcome to Macau. I know what you're thinking. Aren't the qualifiers always held in Mongolia? Well, not this time, and it turns out I didn't realise that until after we scored our first goal in our first game against the hosts, Macau. So here we are with the bright lights and the ocean behind us. I know what you're thinking. Shouldn't you have known where the tournament was taking place? In my defence, I've been in a Mongolian prison for 2 years, and on the journey here, I spent 36 hours in the boot of Joe Wang Miller's car trying to avoid Mongolian police. So forgive me if I was asleep at the proverbial wheel. Speaking of sleep, the boys have had none of it. They have been out enjoying the bright lights and the sights and everything that Macau has to offer. I'm just hoping that those reliable young citizens don't let me down and get up to any of their hijinks again. Okay, I think if we're honest with ourselves, we all know football doesn't come any bigger than this. It's us against Mongolia in Macau. A win today puts us on 6 points, but Mongolia won their first game as well, 3-2 against Guam. So that would put them on 6 points if they were to beat us as well. Now, it's looking like a bit of a stifling day out here in Macau. 34 degrees predicted for kickoff. So with that in mind, we've gone revolutionary. Zilla Blitz suggested trying to save our subs for the last 25 minutes to freshen things up against tired teams. And Mongolia played 48 hours ago as well, so they're going to be tired. So we've gone a little bit revolutionary. We don't normally do this at a major tournament. Our team is so weak, we always try to pick our best players. Well, today we're throwing in the kids and we're making plenty of changes. We're keeping Nutzel in goal, but we're going to try and bring on, if all goes well, 3 goalies off the bench today. We've got a completely new back four. We're going to give debuts to a player who we've just called up because of the injuries to our left backs in the previous game. So Daniel Rasala's come into the squad. James Duenas is going to play at left back for us today. We're bringing back the never reliable Kim Jin Seok, but he's very, very quick, and I'm hoping against some pretty tired Mongolians, might just be able to get in behind their defence and overlap. We've got the ever-reliable 6'6", built out of bricks, Dale Lone coming into the team as well. We're going to play Juanito over on the left, so no Dwayne slinging in the set pieces today. We're going to keep Manny Haniana in. If you're going to leave one player in the squad, well, may as well be Manny. We're bringing in 16-year-old Christopher Brostrom for his debut today, but it's got pace of 12, good crossing and dribbling. Deep line forward, we're going to play 16-year-old Nathan Aninzo. Pace of 13, acceleration of 12, cannot shoot. But that is no barrier to getting in the Northern Mariana first 11. And then speaking of pace, we're going to go with Jeffrey Belcher today. Another 16-year-old, another debut. This is high risk, but acceleration 15, pace 14, cannot finish at all. But if we could just get him enough opportunities on goal, he might be able to miss kick one into the back of the net, using that pace to wriggle away from those Mongolian defenders. So we've got fresh legs in the team. Hopefully Mongolia won't. And hopefully this is a strategy which we've not used before that's going to work for us. I'd like to be 6-0 up after 6 minutes. And then we can just drift into the 90th minute and bring on a succession of goalkeeping substitutes. We're both going 4-4-2. We're going to try and rouse the troops and say, well, let's give the fans the performance they're expecting of us. I don't think we've bought any fans here. I think they all went to Mongolia because that's where we publicised the tournament that's taking place. And then it turns out that we're in Macau. The old double bluff. We've got lots of faith in the boys. The midfield don't like it. What about these two 16-year-olds up front? They weren't even listening. I think they were playing on their Game Boys. Okay. Well, then let's get into it. God, the nerves are jangling. Mongolia have broken our hearts before, most notably 2 years ago. We've got plenty of players making their debuts. Some of them are still wearing short trousers. This is a big ask for the boys. If we could do it, would be on 6 points. I don't think we've ever gone into our final game on 6 points. This is an awfully long kickoff highlight. What's happening, boys? Manny gives the ball away. We are going to be up against it. No, Dale Lone, 6'6". It's great to have a centre-back who's built out of bricks. We've gone wide. Chris Brostrom, 16. He's gone past his man. He's crossed one in. What a start again. What a start. Jeffrey Belcher has scored after less than a minute of international football. And he didn't even use his pace. Man, he's pinged a ball. Chris Brostrom on his debut. Another one off the Brostrom production line of shockingly average footballers. And Jeffrey Belcher has scored a goal, but now we're in minute 3 and we're off again. What are you up to, Manny? It's Chris Brostrom again. Run at those tired defenders, Chris. Now play a through ball. Or just launch one wildly into the crowd. He must have seen somebody that he didn't like. Okay, this is a good start. In fact, let's just give them a little bit of praise because many of them are only 11 years old. Okay, they've responded well to that. Oh, it's going okay. It's going okay. 4 shots, 2 on target. We've almost had a bit of possession as well. Okay, now it's gone quiet. Can we squeeze a little bit more out of the boys before half time? Remember, I want to bring on 3 fresh goalkeepers in the second half, and they might not all be playing in goal, and Christopher Brostrom has picked up an injury. We've got a corner. He slung it in. He's 6'6". On the stroke of half time. Oh, you can't get a better centre half than one that's 6'6" and built from bricks. Dale Lone. He's up. He rises like an absolute beast at that near post. Oh, that is a majestic goal from the centre half. But we don't want to get complacent, where the first half means nothing if we don't keep it going. I don't know whether you can say that to 16-year-olds. You can say that to 16-year-olds. Now, do we make a goalkeeping substitution at half-time? Christopher Brostrom as a knock, but I think can play on. Juanito's not doing a lot out there. I feel like we're going to leave it a little bit. Because if we could nick another goal, I can start bringing some goalkeepers on and handcuff them to this nation for the rest of their careers. Come on. Let's get a little bit creative. That's pressurised one of the boys back there. In fact, oh, we got a highlight. We were going to drop it down to balanced. Maybe it's too late. Maybe we just gifted Mongolia way back into the game. Nutzel plays it out. Here's Dwayne Manny. Are you going long? He has. He's in. He's got the pace. He can't finish. He can't. He really can't. He's having another go. He's got back onto it. He's got it across. Oh, that's what he's in the team for, though, to race through. This wasn't part of the script, though. Get out there and make a challenge. Close down. Close down. Oh, Maniana. Oh, and Juanito's fallen over. That's what happened when he tripped on that cone. That was nearly a career ender. That time it was a divot that took him out. Juanito. What is the balance of that young man? Okay. We're ticking along. We're going to go balanced. Let's have a look at our team instructions as well. Let's maybe calm down on the overlap and drop the tempo. And carry on. And in fact, let's just have a little look at our fullbacks. Can we ask them to be a little bit more conservative? Because we're close to the promised land here. But we've had our hearts broken by Mongolia before. We really have. Okay, we're stopping it on 88 minutes. We're going to make a substitution. Now, the least terrible goalkeeper that we have is David Nelson. He's on. As soon as the ref blows his whistle and we kick off, he is now committed to the nation. Okay. That's enough. Nicholas Andon, your turn. You played well, Dave. You kept a clean sheet there. Now we get Nicholas Andon on. And we got a highlight. Okay, we've got our third goalie of the game playing. Manny, I was giving it away, but we've gone long. Chase it down. Chase it down. Chase it. Oh, he's in. He can't finish. Don't give it to the other guy. He can't finish. That's a great save. And we've got a corner. We've got a corner. We need to make another change as well. We need to get another goalie on. We've gone long. Okay, still got the ball. Still got the ball. Hit for the corners. Go for the corners. Okay, let's pause everything. Okay, let's get into the tactics first of all. So, we're so close to the promised land. Let's lower that. Let's time waste there. And I've got a terrible feeling we can't take Nicholas Andon off as well, can we? Chris David has got pace and acceleration of 3. But I feel he's going to come on as a deep lying forward. I'm sure David James did this a few years ago. We've done it. It's the dream scenario. Clean sheet. We've beaten Mongolia and we've given 3 new goalkeepers their debut. Oh, boys. Well done. That was a good win. Oh, my goodness. Goodness me. Mariana injury problems worsen, though. What's happened here? Brostrom has bruised a shin. Well, that's not a career ender, is it? 1 to 2 days. I'm sure we can ride that out. Okay, we're going to send the assistant manager and we're going to see what happens in the Macau-Guam game. Okay, well, what are the standings as we speak? What are we? We're on 6 points. Mongolia on 3. Well, look, let's see what happens. It's not a done deal regardless of this result because Mongolia is still there. Macau are going to be on 3 points as well. So it's a 3-way battle. It's the Northern Marianas against Macau, against Mongolia. We've got a good goal difference, but we do start with the letter N, and that is going to count against us potentially. But we've got 1 game to go against Guam. It's going to be next weekend. A point is going to be good enough for us, but we've been down this road. It's much travelled. Come back next weekend and watch us throw it all away. Thank you very much for sitting through that episode with me. If you enjoy beating Mongolians as much as me, then throw this video a like. If you're new to the channel and want to see more of this, well, you need to be asking yourself some serious questions. But hey, I'm not going to judge you if you want to subscribe to the channel. But on a serious note, check out the descriptions down below. You will find links to content creators who've got their own great Football Manager 20 channels. And we are going to see you next time because finally, we might just possibly, maybe, experience some island dreams.